A lot of you guys watching this are going to think I'm mentally ill, but I think the Jets have an outside shot of winning on Sunday against the Buffalo Bills, and here are 3 reasons why. The first one is probably the most obvious, and that is the Jets running game versus a pretty weak Buffalo run defense. I know it was only week 1, but here are the stats. The Jets rushed for 182 yards and 3 touchdowns on 39 carries against a really good Steelers defensive line. On the other side of the ball, the Buffalo Bills allowed 238 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns to the Ravens. Now, I'm not going to act like the defense is good because they eventually won the game. Josh Allen pulled it out in the fourth quarter, but for 3 quarters, this defense got gashed. The Bills front looked extremely bad and extremely porous against a heavy run team. The Jets have Breece Hall, they have Braylon Allen, and we have a mobile quarterback in Justin Fields. We have to lean on the run game early and often to control the tempo of this game. You have to use the play action to open up the passing game and get Garrett Wilson going. That's the first thing. You have to run the ball effectively. We're going back to the 2009-2010 Jets ground and pound football. The second thing is that there are some key matchups, player-to-player matchups, that I think the Jets really have a chance of winning. And the first one, I'm going to reiterate again, is that defensive line against the Jets O-line. This offensive line is a real problem for defenses. We thought we were going to have an issue with Elijah Vera-Tucker going out. Turns out Tippmann is actually a really good guard. He's not just a center. And Myers played his ass off at center against the Steelers. You have to expect they're going to do the same thing. At right tackle, Armand Membu was the highest rated rookie in the entire league last week against the Steelers. He kept TJ Watt bottled up all game. So that offensive line, I expect another really good performance against kind of a beat-up Buffalo Bills defensive line. I mean, Ed Oliver is in a walking boot from what we can tell. Greg Rousseau he's questionable. Daquan Jones, he played like crap. They have Joey Bosa. Matt Milano didn't play very good last week. I think that we are going to be able to run the ball. I think that our offensive line against their front 7 is going to be a major positive for us. The second one is Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson is going to be going up against Christian Benford or Tyron Johnson. If Tyron Johnson is able to play, I hear he's also questionable. The Bills' injury report is pretty long. A lot of guys did not practice and are limited. Garrett Wilson had 9 targets, 95 yards and a touchdown. If the Jets can get the ball rolling and running, the play action is going to open up for Garrett Wilson. We did not expect the Jets to pass as effectively and as much as they did week 1. At least I didn't. And they were able to do it very well with Garrett Wilson. I expect the same. And he's going up against guys that are, not seen as really good corners. I know Tre'Davious White is on the team, but he was banged up last week. Who knows what he's going to be? And the last matchup is going to be Jamian Sherwood and Josh Allen. Can our linebackers, Jamian Sherwood in particular, keep Josh Allen contained? Josh Allen is a threat running the ball. He's obviously, I don't have to say that much. He's a threat running the ball. He's a big guy. He makes a lot of plays out of context or out of the play structure. Can the Jets keep him in the pocket? Can they keep him contained? They have been able to do that in the past in MetLife. If that is the case, then again, I don't think the Bills will be able to put up much points against this defense if they game plan properly. And the last reason is momentum, confidence, coaching adjustments. I was very happy with the way Aaron Glenn coached this team last week. And The Jets made a video. They started a new series called The Runway, and there are multiple shots of Aaron Glenn motivating his team, yelling at his players, getting them hyped up, getting them ready to go out. And we haven't seen that with Robert Saleh and the previous coaching staff. Aaron Glenn knows how to motivate guys. He knows how to get them to play at their top level. I'm convinced of it. The Jets had 394 total yards in week 1, and they exceeded benchmarks for what they call explosive plays. Those are plays that are 12 yards or more in run or 16 yards or more in passing. That doesn't just happen in a vacuum. That happens when you have good coaching. Tanner Engstrand as well, balancing the run, play action. Buffalo is going to have, I think, a problem containing our offense if they can play at the same level they did against the Steelers. Buffalo may come in and have like a deflated game because they put so much effort into beating the Ravens. It's possible. You don't know. But you have to think the Jets are going to be hungry for a win after what happened last week, and the Buffalo Bills may come in here flat. And if that's the case, you have to jump on them early, and you have to put points on the board, especially against Josh Allen, because you know what he can do in the fourth quarter. For some reason, anytime Josh Allen comes into MetLife, he has issues. You can go back a few years now where the Jets, for some reason, at home are able to keep him contained. There was the 2022. He came in. Sauce Gardner broke up, I believe, the final play. That was a Jets win. And then obviously the home opener 2023 where Aaron Rodgers goes down. For some reason, when we're home against the Bills, we have their number. We have Josh Allen's number. You have to keep him contained. You have to have a good running game. You have to be able to motivate the guys to play tough. We were very resilient against the Steelers. I think that's probably the biggest thing that I saw coming out of the game. We were resilient when we were down. We came back, scored points, and it took a 60-yard field goal to beat us. Multiple dropped interceptions. I think the defense will play better if they game plan properly. I have to expect the same out of Tanner Engstrand and the offensive line. And if that happens, I think the Jets have a really good chance of being 1-1 come Monday morning. Let me know what you guys think. It is a tough, tough game. The Bills are always tough. But right now, that defense looks a little suspect to me. And the Jets offense looks really good. We will see.